If you feel like a failure in your life, then this is the right video for you to watch. I promise you that by the end of this video, your life will take a positive turn and you will be rejuvenated once again. The first reason why you feel like a failure is because of negative self-perception and self-esteem issues. It usually occurs due to unrealistic expectations in your life, comparing yourself to others, and having flashbacks of your past disappointments. Hence, it brings about negative effects such as low self-esteem, doubts in your abilities, and your level of motivation. But the good news is that you can get rid of this situation simply by practicing self-compassion. Also, go ahead and challenge the negative self-talk that you tell yourself. Not to forget to focus on your personal growth rather than the external validations that you get from others. The second reason why you feel like a failure is because you are afraid of taking risks and failing. All these negative feelings emerge due to the fear of making mistakes and being criticized by other people. Well, these emotions of fearing failure come about with negative consequences, for it causes stagnation in your life since there is no progress, and apart from that, you end up missing opportunities for growth in your life. You should just simply embrace failure as an opportunity to learn, but this is possible only if you have a developed growth mindset that values continuous improvement. The third reason why you feel like a failure is because you lack clarity in goal setting and have no sense of direction in your life. All this occurs due to setting unclear goals, and you even fail to consistently align your actions with your inspirations. Eventually, you end up feeling lost since your goals are unfulfilled and even lack the motivation to move on with your ambitions. To solve this situation, you simply need to reflect on what you value in your life. Then go ahead and set clear and realistic goals. Not to forget to set a clear plan of action to regain direction and a sense of purpose. The fourth reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you have limited resilience and you are unable to bounce back. All this occurs just because you are lacking support in your endeavor and also criticizing yourself because of your past failures. All this makes you feel like a failure and increases your level of stress, and you end up losing confidence in yourself. You can turn around from this route in your life by building resilience through taking good care of yourself. You can also seek support from individuals that you truly trust and also practice self-compassion to recover from setbacks. The fifth reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you lack skills and knowledge. All this usually occurs due to insufficient preparation or even maybe failure to learn continuously. Hence, it leads to being unable to meet your expectations, making you feel unconfident due to repetitive failures. You need to identify the areas that need improvement and invest your personal and professional development to acquire the skills necessary to increase your competence and also the chance of succeeding. The sixth reason as to why you feel like a failure is simply because you focus more on perfectionism and you are always afraid of making mistakes. This usually occurs because you are afraid of the consequences of failure and the criticism that you will get from other people due to the mistakes that you have made. Hence, you end up in a state of analysis paralysis, which is making you lose most of the opportunities. You need to start embracing imperfection, focus more on progress rather than perfection, and always make sure that you celebrate the small achievements that you make. The seventh reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you limit yourself through self-reflection and fail to learn from your mistakes. When you avoid self-reflection and fail to analyze your mistakes, then you end up repeating the same mistakes. When keep on making repeating mistakes, you end up missing opportunities for growth and you remain at a stagnant state. You need to start engaging in introspection and identify the lessons that you will learn from failure so that you don't end up making the same mistakes in the future. The eighth reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you lack support from other people and live in an environment that discourages you from accomplishing what you desire. This usually occurs when you are in an environment where your peers don't support or approve your goals, and instead, they influence negativity and fail to mentor you in your journey to accomplishment. This makes you feel isolated. You end up feeling demotivated, hence it hinders your personal growth. But you can overcome this by seeking a supportive network by surrounding yourself with positive influences. Also, go ahead and find mentors who can provide guidance and encouragement along your journey to success. The ninth reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you are comparing yourself with other people who are successful negatively. When you constantly compare yourself with other people or societal expectations, it leads to a decrease in your self-worth. This makes your confidence diminish and you end up feeling inadequate in your life. You can stop this when you start to focus on your personal growth, set realistic and achievable goals, and always appreciate your small achievements without comparing them to others. The 10th reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you lack perseverance and you end up giving up so easily. All this occurs in your life because you are overwhelmed with the challenges that you come across in your life. You are also impatient since you value quick gratification over slow gratification, and you end up lacking belief in your abilities. This makes you unable to complete your projects and you end up missing opportunities that could have led you to excellence, hence your personal growth ends up being limited. You need to start cultivating perseverance, break the tasks into manageable steps, and don't forget to celebrate every progress that you make. But most importantly, seek support during challenging times. The 11th reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you always seek external validation, which measures your success. All this occurs when you seek validation from other people instead of defining your success. Hence, this makes you dependent on other people's opinions and dissatisfaction, and you end up diminishing your self-worth. You can stop this by simply defining your success based on personal values and achievements, focusing on intrinsic motivation, and prioritizing personal growth over external validation. The 12th reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you lack inadequate planning and organization in your work. This is because you lack clear clear objectives in your work. You also have poor time management when balancing your life and work, since you are not organized in a manner that you would be aware of what to do and when to do it. This makes you miss your deadlines, hence it leads to an increase in your stress levels in your life since you are not productive. Start by setting clear goals and make sure you develop a structured plan that will enable you to prioritize your tasks and improve your time management skills to enhance efficiency and prevent failures. The 13th reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you fail to adapt to changing circumstances. The fact that you are resistant to change since you are rigid makes you reluctant to embrace new approaches that emerge in your life. This makes you ineffective since you are falling behind due to missed opportunities. You can change this situation by developing adaptability skills that will enable you to change as a chance for growth. Just have an open mind that accepts new ideas and strategies. The 14th reason why you feel like a failure is simply because you lack self-care and neglect your well-being. It occurs due to being overwhelmed by the workload, since you are neglecting your physical and mental health due to excessive self-sacrifices. This leads to burnout and makes you decrease resilience and makes you to diminish your overall performance. You can get rid of this situation by prioritizing self-care through establishing a work-life balance. Start by setting boundaries and engaging in activities that promote physical, mental, and emotional well-being to maintain a healthy and productive mindset. Well, I'm glad that we have reached this point together. Go ahead and watch another on how you can turn failure into success.